Hello guys, Pablo Debarro is working on new sculpting features on a Blender 2.8 branch called sculpt-mode-features. I will show you in this video how to build this branch for Windows OS with Visual Studio. On this page you can see tools you need for building Blender, but instead of Visual Studio 2019 I recommend to use 2017, at least I only managed to build it with this version. How to install the required software I already explained in a previous tutorial. I added the link to the description and you can just follow along to download and install everything you need. After that, open a new command prompt in a directory to which you want to build Blender. Mine is sculpt-mode-features source. Be sure to have no spaces in your path and then type in this line to get the sources of the Blender branch called sculpt-mode-features. Okay, this will take a while, but I speed this up. And after the step is completed, switch to the directory Blender and then type in these lines to get the submodules. This is pretty fast for me, cause I already checked them out, so don't worry when it takes longer for you. Alright, now you can go ahead and make the Visual Studio 2017 solution. Again, get yourself a coffee and be patient. I also added these lines that I type in here to the command prompt to the description of the video, so if you like you can just copy and paste them. But after this is finished you should have the following folder structure, a Blender and a lib folder, and one with the Blender Visual Studio solution that I'm going to open now in Visual Studio 2017. The first thing you have to do now is to define which configuration you would like to build. I'm building the release version with debug info for 64-bit, but if you like you can also build the pure release for best performance. Okay, find the install project, right click and then choose build or rebuild. Okay, and this takes about 15 minutes and after that everything should be fine, but no. At the moment there is a problem with the QX library. I don't know if it still exists when this video is published, but if it does, here are the steps to solve it. First open the cmake list.txt, it's in the Blender folder, and disable with QX. Okay, and that's it, right? No. Please also open the cmake cache.txt in this folder here, and also disable the option. And now I'm really sorry because you have to run the make again. So reopen your command prompt in the Blender folder, perhaps you still have it opened, and type make full 2017 no build. And when the make is completed you switch over to Visual Studio, reload the solution and then build again the install project. And finally this should build without errors. Then find your Blender project and be sure that this is defined as the startup project. Okay, and now you can either start with the local Windows debugger or you press Ctrl F5 to run without debugging. And here we go, this is the Blender sculpt-mode-features branch. And I open this project where I have some fun with this nice little guy. And you see here in the tools we have some new brushes and a great Remesher feature. I hope this will end up like the Dynamesh in ZBrush. I think we all hope that this will be a kind of high performance live remeshing. We will see. But now let's see what we don't have because of the missing QX library. I go here to the remesh modifier and switch to quad. And I set a breakpoint here so we switch right into the Blender code, and as you can see, if it is not built with QX, we get this error. So this means at the moment the quad remeshing isn't available for Windows, but I hope they will fix it soon. Okay guys, but of course you can also start Blender without Visual Studio. You go to your build folder and then you started the Blender executable. What Pablo Debarro did for this branch is really amazing. By the way, I linked his Patreon and his Artstation account, so if you like to support him, then just do it. What I can say so far is that the remesher and the sculpting is pretty fast. The remesher has some issues as far as the generated topology is concerned, but it is still under development, and for this short time Pablo is working on this branch, the outcome is really great. For example, on this page, that is also linked in the description below, you can see some short videos about the features of this branch. Here the scrape is turned into a real trim brush. And here we have a kind of voxel remesher. I don't know if voxel is the correct term, but anyways, it's great. And then of course we have new painting, symmetry and masking features. So I have the feeling that this will be something big, and I will stay tuned, and I hope you will do as well. In the end, I want to announce a course made by a fellow artist, Zach Reinhardt. It is called the Blender 2.8 Launchpad, a great course for getting started with Blender 2.8. So if you want to learn Blender 2.8, and you should, then this is the course for you. No matter if you are already used to Blender or a total beginner, check out this course. I can highly recommend it. The link is added to the description below, and I think there is still a discount available. So guys, if you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned. If you have any questions, then just add these to the comments and I will try to answer these as best as I can. Thanks for watching this, thanks for supporting me if you like to support me as my patron, and I see you here on Jayanam.